Alright, so I'm Matt Moos, and in this production I play E.K. Hornbeck. How long have I been involved in theater? How long is my entire life? Mostly, I want to say we're going on 25-ish years, maybe a little longer. A couple of things. One, it's at ACT, and I've really grown to love the community at ACT over the last year and a half since I've been working with them. It's an important show. It's a piece of theater, particularly now in the political climate that we live in, that we really want to talk about what are our freedoms, what are our knowledges, how do we continue to make a path towards the truth and not what's objectively right. My favorite line in the show. Well, my favorite line of mine in the show is probably step right up, get your tickets for the Middle Ages. You only thought you missed the coronation of Charlemagne. But I think my favorite line in the entire show is, gee, I'm glad Colonel Brady didn't make a speech. How would I describe Hornbeck? He's steadfast in his belief of what is right and correct, and he's definitely the opposite number of Brady. So where Brady believes that faith is the most important thing, and following the Word of God is the most important thing that you can live by, Hornbeck believes that science and logic and the progression of society are the things that we should be striving for. A couple of things. I got in touch with, surprisingly, my sarcastic side. Very hard to find. In addition to prepare for this role, I had to really dig into. Hornbeck uses a lot of really weird, like 1925 slang, so I kind of had to learn what it was I was saying so I could fill it with any kind of conviction. Do I relate to Hornbeck? In ways. Definitely, I get seeing what I think is right and advocating for it staunchly. That I do understand completely. I'm not quite as cynical as Hornbeck most of the time, and I'm definitely, I've got a little bit more of a personal faith than Hornbeck does. But yeah, there's definitely some of me in what I do as Hornbeck. This is a hard decision. If I was to play another role other than my own, I would lean heavy towards Drummond. It's a wonderful, powerful role. A lot of gravitas, a lot of contemplation. But I would also kind of lean towards playing Brady, because I think that role would be very, very fun. My experience with ACT, I guess, should speak for itself. You know, this is my 6th show with the company in a row. The people are fantastic. They really are a community. And that's part of why when I moved from just doing a show with ACT to coming back and coming back, it's easy to come back and work here because there are a lot of great people. As far as any additional comments, number one, first and foremost, come see this show. It's going to be great. It's got a great point. It's got a great message, particularly in this day and age. And it's well worth the very, very nice price of admission. One thing I would say to our community, to anyone who might be watching this on the ACT YouTube channel, is if you've ever contemplated getting up on stage and trying this out, do it. Do it with us. We are always taking in new bodies. We retain a lot of the new people that come through. It's definitely worth putting yourself out there.